Good morning from Drayton Manor. Now, if you've watched the channel recently, you'll know I was here a few weeks ago on opening weekend, which didn't really go to plan. Now, to be fair, the Saturday I was here was better than the Friday, but the park acknowledged it wasn't great and they offered us all a free return, so I am back. Carly can't join me because she's busy and, well, she's not a fan of this place. I found this weirdo, who some of you might know as the artist formerly known as Coaster Guy JMI. Hi! And he's never been before, which I didn't know.
Nope.
So we'll get inside, we'll check out the place. I have seen Maelstrom testing, which is fantastic, because tomorrow I'm in Blackpool for Evictus, but you might have seen that video because I think that'll come out first. So let's get in the park and see if they've actually improved since opening weekend, shall we? Right, we're going to start here on Gold Rush. The park has literally just opened, and so has the queue, which is fantastic. Does look like it's on 2 trains, which is excellent. Of course, this has a different cycle after 2 PM, so we'll get Jonathan on this now, and then we'll come back at 2 o'clock and see what he thinks of the alternative cycle. Although, I do believe at the start of the season, Cycle 2 wasn't working, so they kept it in Cycle 1. So we'll see if that's fixed, but it is a good ride. I just miss Apocalypse that used to be here, so let's get on this, see what he thinks. Alright, well there you go, that is us started the day there on Gold Rush Cycle 1. Did you enjoy that, Jonathan?
For a family ride, that's blooming ace, isn't it?
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's glass smooth, like so you can tell it's intimate.
Yeah, absolutely, and neither of us were paying attention in the camera. So, said 40 minutes, but it wasn't, it was 20, which is always good when they overestimate. I think I might go and take Jonathan on the haunting.
Can I go for a wee first?
Oh, he needs the toilet. Yes, son, off you go. Right, see you in a minute. Right, that's the haunting done, and do you know what? The more I do that, the more appreciation I have for that. So Jonathan was saying there, it's got some of the better pre-shows in it. My only thing, two little criticisms. It doesn't bother me, but I think it's a little bit on the scary side for the demographic, and a really small adjustment, and it could properly fit into the Wild West. Other than that though, it is fantastic, and now we're going to get dizzy on the blasting barrels. See you in a minute. I am now suitably dizzy from that. That's a lot of fun, and one of the few that actually spins a hell of a lot. Right, I'm going to take Jonathan on the lovely dark ride and see if he can get a bonus, shall we? Woo! Bonus! Right, well that was walk on, quite literally. Nobody in front of us. Happy days. Right, that means there's only one ride left in this area, and that's Accelerator, which usually has a bit of a crap queue. Hopefully, not today. Last time I was here, it had valid, so I didn't go on it. So we'll see what the queue's like, because, well, we've got plenty of time, and we're smashing it. So, whee! See you in a minute. Well, there's one boomerang done, and I know a man that likes food, and it's lunchtime, so I believe we're going to go and try and get pizza. See you over there. Yet again, I've decided to go for the pizza because it's a good option. It's a big pizza, and I'm a big guy. Jonathan used to be a speed eater, so he was like, I might see how fast I can eat this pizza. I will not be doing that. There was a bit of a delay. It's surprisingly not busy in here. Usually it's a nightmare to get a chair. Table and seats, I should say, and we managed to get one pretty quick, but they did apologise for the delay, so I'll get fired into this and then we'll do something else. Right, so last time I was here, Maelstrom wasn't running, and in fact I'm pretty sure it's running on limited capacity. I might be wrong on that. I have seen other people here say it's only running about 12 seats. And obviously we're going to do the big boy tomorrow, which you'll have seen already. So it'd be rude not to.
Let's go and get very unwell.
Bit of a flaw. So they're operating it on a you get a ticket, come back later type thing. Fine, except they've run out of tickets. You might have some later. So you can either wait and if there's a space you get on, or you gamble. It seems odd. I am also curious what the issue is, because there's like most of the, well, not most, maybe 2/3 of the seats are getting filled. So yeah, well, hopefully it is stupid. Hopefully, hopefully we get on it later on to compare it to the big boy tomorrow. But I'm not convinced we will. Right, well,
Don't think we're getting on this.
no, we're not. Excellent. Right. Well, I was going to say, I had said to Jonathan, "What do you think of air races?" And he's like, "I'll do them, but I'm not a massive fan." He's not doing this one because, well, one of the arms is missing. Yeah, I mean that was in bits when I was here a few weeks ago. I just assumed that by now it would be finished. Yeah, clearly that ain't going anywhere. Oh dear.
That's a new arm.
Well,
What's that?
it's one ride down. Right, well, let's see if the wave is running and how painful the queue is, because it's not the best queue, and it's, as with everything here, it's a single train, so it can take a while. But well, there's the rapids. Jonathan wants to do Stormforce because he loves a water ride. There's all the stuff over at the Viking area.
Evil laugh.
Yes, you are. Right, anyway, well, hopefully we'll see on this. The last time I did this, I cut to me going, nope, not doing that, the queue's massive. So hopefully, it's not. We've literally just walked into the station. That never happens. Front row or normal row? Front row.
Oh yeah.
Okay, front row. See you in a minute. That was a lot more enjoyable when you've not spent an hour on the staircase to get on it. It's alright. It's definitely better sit down than it ever was stand up. Although that first corkscrew is a little bit yeet you to the side. Apparently we're doing the river rapids now.
Yes, we are.
There you go. Although they don't look very rapid. It's more like river tame. So we'll see.
Awful.
It was terrible, wasn't it?
Oh.
So are these. So let's get on them. Who thought this was a good queue line? Dearie me. Whee. Crikey, get my steps in. Whew. I mean, there's no splashes on that. I did get slightly sprinkled on the water that's meant to go over the boat, and a bit like Valhalla doesn't quite make it all the way. Right, I think I'll take this man over to the Viking area and show him what's over there, because I'm sure he does want to do Stormforce 10, but I'd like that to be the last thing, so that I can then go and put the heated seats on in the car. Right, see you in a minute. We thought that Jormungandr had just had an evac, but there's people on the train, there's people in the queue, so hopefully, and it's moving, like, we'll be on this. See you in a minute. Change of plan. That is the Drayton Manor operations I am used to. It's been really good today. Everything has been really quick, but my god, the operations on that are really bad. The guy's just dawdling around, checking around, and then, like, it's taken at least 10 minutes per train to dispatch. It is not good, and it's not worth waiting for. So, we're going to go and do something else, and I'll see you on whatever it is. Right, apparently, I am doing my favourite ride of all time. You all know how much I love a roller disco. Especially these stupid ones with a hump in the middle. So, yeah. Let's get over and done with, shall we? Right, just one criticism on this one. not the ride itself, bizarrely. They're just letting people just go and sit wherever they want, which then of course leaves these random spaces. Like if you see how Blackpool do this, they say like there's somebody there just going, like they fill from one side round so there's no spaces. Makes a lot more sense than just free for all, because people just go right to the back, over to the side, and it just doesn't make any sense. So anyway, I'm looking forward to this, can you tell? Right, I'll be fair, that wasn't as bad as I expected. Jonathan liked it, didn't you?
The thing is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone else, he's a big girl.
What? Okay, fair enough.
No, it was really good. It was actually really good. I wasn't sure if it was going to line a hump or not, but it was actually pretty cool. Yeah, liked it.
There you go. And it was better than I remembered it being. Slightly more forceful than I remember, and definitely went, or felt like it went right about to the extremes, which is all good. On a positive note, I have managed to acquire myself some shots on Maelstrom. I've got a couple of tickets to get on in about 10 minutes, and then later on today. So massive shout out to Coaster T, who had a couple of spares. Right, I think that's probably where we're heading now, because as I say, it's in 10 minutes. So we'll just go over there and get on Maelstrom. Right, that was actually really good fun. We were trying to work out why it's at half capacity. Like, I've seen in previous visits somebody fiddling around at the top, so I don't know if it's two motors and maybe only one of them's running. In any case, it was forceful and a lot of fun, and it's got me pumped for tomorrow when I get to go on the big boy. So, right, I shall see you on whatever's next. Right, I was going to do Cycle 2, but it's apparently about 40 minutes, and there's about an hour and 15 left. Jonathan's not fussed about Cycle 2. I mean, it's not massively different from Cycle 1. And he does like getting wet. I, on the other hand, do not. The things I do. Anyway, apparently that's what we're going to go and brave next, so...
Is that... No, there's only one person braving it, it's him.
Yeah. See you in a minute. Right, I'm not happy because we're almost on the ride. It's pretty much walk on because nobody's daft enough to do it. Except for this man.
I am.
Yeah, we know. Oh dear. Soggy people. Wish me luck. There's a patch of me that's still dry.
I will show you.
Oh yeah, wait a minute, I'll do a little fashion show. I feel like a yeah.
I'm very happy.
He's an evil, evil man. He's an evil man with a fetish for water rides. Oh! Right, well, we've got another shot on Maelstrom, which is either going to dry us off or freeze us. I'm not sure which. I don't mind, I've got a change of everything, except I don't know if I've got a change of shoes. So I might have wet feet in Blackpool tomorrow. Yikes. See you in a minute. I mean, that was a nice breeze on there. Wasn't as effective at drying me as I hoped it might be. In fact, if anything, I'm now bloody freezing. But there's about half an hour left, and we've just acquired a fast pass. So, my lucky day. Right, we're going to go and give Cycle 2 a shot. We were going to do Loki. You never know if its fast pass is actually quick. We might get that done as well. I'll see you over at Gold Rush. Cycle 2 is definitely... Ah! There's a step there. You alright?
Cycle 2 was definitely better.
It was definitely, that's what I was trying to say, yes. So good I wasn't paying attention to where I'm going. Right, anyway, Cycle 2 is definitely better. we didn't use FastPass because we got up the stairs and there was nobody there. So I don't know if you can use FastPass on Loki, but we're going to try. See you over there. Right, whilst we wait on this, let's have a little chat about how today's gone, because that has just highlighted a good point. Today's been significantly better than opening weekend. That was an absolute shambles. But there's still problems with operations, and from speaking to staff, there's too many rides that have one operator. Jormungandr, one person. This only has one. It's also only running half the cars. Like, I thought that was going to load the other half. Instead of running 32 people a cycle, it's only doing 16. So it's been a better day, but there is still a significant amount of improvement this park can make, and a few more staff would make a big difference. I'll speak to you when we get off this. Right, finished the day there on Loki. As I said, weird thing kind of loading half the ride. I did ask the guy, and he said, oh, you know, people think it's faster if you load the whole thing. It is. I mean, you still have to load and unload two sides, but you only have one cycle, not two. Anyway, it is what it is. As I said, it's not been a perfect day, but it has been a significantly better day than 3 or 4 weeks ago when I was here. So, you know, credit to the park where it's due. They've done a good job. I guess the question is, Jonathan, you've never been before.
No.
What did you think of the place?
Well, I came with absolutely no expectations at all, and even though I had none, I feel like every single one of them's kind of been exceeded, really. It's not my kind of park. No. It's not a thrill park, but there's some good rides here. Operations haven't been amazing, but they've been good enough to not complain about, I think, personally. So yeah, somewhere I'll probably come again. And Isabel, 10 laps on Stormforce 10?
Yeah, I think as soon as we went on that water ride, that put a massive smile on this man's face. Because he's a weirdo like that. Like I say, I'm in Blackpool tomorrow, but you'll have seen that because that'll have been out before this. And then next week, I am in Southport, Poltons and West Midlands Safari Park, doing a massive trek up and down the country. So there's tons more. If you've enjoyed this one, hit that like button and please subscribe. Just hit 15k. Thank you everybody for the support. I've been Chris, you've been watching Coaster Dad, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.